Kayanken was pretty cool, but stick around and in today's episode, we're going to review the Ankokuken Kurayami.
Outer Space Review!
Today, I am proud to present to you the Chinese edition of the Ankokuken Kurayami. Now, this item came out late 2021, and we did film it in early 2022, but unfortunately, I don't want to say garbage, it was garbage. We did manage to salvage the henshin footage of Sophia and Daichi, which you can view up here or link in the comments. The time has come for me to review the Chinese edition, compare it to the DX, while we wait to get our hands on the Japanese edition. Here you can see the DX Jukin Caliber driver with the Zhao Dragon Wonder Ride book and Hisatsu holders. So this is all that you would need if you wanted all of Caliber's transformation items. Now, as you can see over here, we received a huge box. This here is the 80 centimeter Ankokuken Kurayami. But look at this amazing huge sword. This is perfect for my cosplay. And I'm so excited because you can take this to cosplay events. It does have a rubberized tip and it has all the sounds that you need for your transformation inside the sword. It feels nice and weighted. There is only one point of paint application here, the red in the emblem. The rest of it is a molded, colored plastic. The sword activation is a little button on the back, and the speaker is right next to it. Now the sounds are sufficiently loud on this one, but nowhere near as loud as they are on the Kayanken Rekka, the Japanese version, as you can see right here. You should check it out. So here is the 80 centimeter sword, and here is the DX sword. Wow, that is ridiculously big. But also this is ridiculously small. Baby sword, I stab you, stab, stab. Both of these swords have multiple buttons. However, this one has a button for the Jagan reader, but this one has a scanning device for all the different types of Wonder Ride books that you can scan with it. Now let's get into showing you what the Ankokuken Chinese edition can do. It has the Jagan reader, the Kurayami trigger, and the engraved hilt with the strike button at the bottom. Now let's turn it on and check out the henshin sounds. When you first turn it on, it's in Dark Dragon mode. While in this mode, it only scans the Dark Dragon Wonder Ride book. Now, let's transform. The reader can be scanned up to 3 times for 3 different attacks. Now for the first scan. Now the second scan. And finally the third scan. Now let's sheath the sword and perform the Hisatsu Waza. To begin, you hold down the trigger. To change modes to Jiao Dragon, we hold down the strike button at the end of the engrave hilt. Now that we're in Jiao Dragon mode, the Jagan reader only scans the Jiao Dragon Wonder Ride book. As a side note, Sophia never turned into Caliber Jiao Dragon form because the helmet was used for Kamen Rider Solomon, so they decided not to repaint or recast that helmet for further use for Kamen Rider Caliber. But Sophia would technically be able to transform into Jiao Dragon. Now let's transform. Now let's scan the Jagan reader for an attack. And now the second scan. Now the third scan. Now for this mode, when you hold down the Kurayami trigger, it's not a sheath attack. It's a Wonder Ride book Jiao Dragon Hisatsu Waza. For this part, I'm going to clone myself and do a side-by-side direct comparison of the DX and Chinese sounds. So as you can see over here, the DX has 3 separate items. The Hisatsu holders, which at retail was about 3,080 yen back in 2020. The Zhao Dragon Wonder Ride book at 2,750 yen. And of course the DX belt and sword set at 6,578 yen. For a combined total of 12,408 yen, which is about $84 in 2024. Today, this one's about 600 yen and these ones are about 3,500 yen. But just remember, the shipping is where it's going to get you. Then over here, the Ankokuken Kurayami Chinese edition combines all of these features into the one sword. And we got it at 230 Australian dollars, which is about 150 US dollars. That's a difference of 66 US dollars between the two. Now, is a lack of belt worth paying $66 more? Yeah. It's an awesome sword. While it's extremely nice to have all of these items together, and I do recommend getting these if you can, having a big sword used for cosplay with all of the sounds and features that these items have is well worth it. It's lovely having that great big sword instead of having the little kitty sword. So now that I've shown you the difference between the DX and the Chinese edition of the Ankokuken Kurayami, you can decide for yourself if it's worth getting one, the other, or both. So we are extremely impressed with the quality of the Chinese edition, and I hope you learned something from the sounds and modes that it has. If you see me at future conventions cosplaying, I might actually be wearing both the DX belt as well as wielding the Ankokuken Kurayami Chinese edition. Please like this video if you made it this far, and subscribe to see more content in the future, especially when we get to review the Japanese edition. It was wonderful being your host today, and I hope to see you again. Bye!